Why is this man shirtless?
Is that a safe on the right-hand side of the screen?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What is that?
I think that's actually like the back of a monitor.
It
Oh,
might
it could be, yeah.
But I'm going to choose to interpret that it's a safe.
I love the idea that it's a safe.
It's weird because his bed is no longer the flat plastic table. It's now something
An actual
different.
bed.
Well, we can't determine that, but it's something different.
Yeah, we can't go too far ahead of ourselves and assume that he actually has furniture.
Came out, I believe it was like 3 years ago now. 4 years ago.
You know, whenever it came out, you know, whichever year.
No. It would be 3 years this Christmas, but nobody's counting, I suppose.
Yeah, who's counting? Yeah.
About 3 years ago. I remember when I was like going to Target and I saw all these like cutouts, you know, the different Star Wars characters. And I was just thinking to myself, like, what the hell? Why are they still doing this?
Like, we'll get to the movie, but let me talk to you about going to Target with my mom.
When he goes there, he's like, he sees all these curses, and he just puts he goes down on one knee and puts his hand to his chin, like, and stares at them, and like the workers are like, excuse me, sir.
Could you imagine, like, who's that Greek philosopher who has the statue of him
I
thinking?
think it's just the thinking man.
Oh,
That's anyone
okay. I don't know. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
What if
What
we
do
had
these
like the
statues
thinking Jared,
mean?
like
Thank you, Jared.
completely shirtless like this? And
Would,
he's
like,
just
rub his belly for like wisdom, like a Buddha statue.
For wisdom.
It's also strange that this is clearly an adult, and he's talking about going to Target with his mom.
Hey man.
I don't think I can tell you the last time I went shopping with my mother.
It's a beautiful experience. I think we can all agree.
I can't even remember the last time I went to Target.
Uh,
I was expecting to get immediately offended too, just like, oh, Star Wars related things. What is this? It's just like, it's alright, man. It's okay.
so gay. He's one so losers,
They ended it
liberals.
with the
You know.
prequels, but
Not alpha enough.
you know, I just have to say this. I actually did enjoy the movie.
But did you
And
watch
I
it
think
all?
Out of the 3 movies that recently came out, the Rogue One, The Last Jedi, and Force Awakens,
The Rogue One.
I think most people
The Rogue One. It's almost like an incomplete title, like the Rogue One,
seem to at least be the most tolerant of
because I
them.
don't know what that is.
Look at this. Look at
I
this.
don't know what that is.
Dude, that pause.
I love how he decides to do this in the middle of his video.
Oh man.
Jedi and
goodness.
Force Awakens. I think most people gravitated towards the Force Awakens because I don't know why that is, but most
He said the reason he's like, I think people gravitated towards this movie is because I don't know why that is. It's like sometimes you forget that his sentence is contradicted itself.
Jared.
most people
Jared, why?
Blessed
Why?
Jared.
We don't deserve him.
Blessed Jared.
You
seem
really
to
don't.
at least
I like there's a fucking Halloween pumpkin in the back of the fucking room. Like he's fucking ready to go trick or treating.
Well, I mean, he's already got a good costume right now.
It's fucking been there since Halloween. And he just left it there. You know, for next year.
Why bother taking it down?
You should have put it in the safe. Just a random pumpkin for trick or treating.
It has more uses than just
Video came
Halloween.
out in
How could you get rid of it?
I'm sorry.
Oh my
it's just like,
God.
he came home October 31st. Put that there, and it's just been sitting there ever since. It is August. It is
Oh
2
my
months
God.
away from the next time he'll need it.
I'm gonna die already. I don't know
I
if
was
I
gonna
can
say,
do
guys,
this.
we're already 3 minutes in. Like,
My jaw hurts.
he hasn't even
It
talked
takes a
about the
lot. It
film
takes
yet.
a lot to get my jaw sore, but man, I'm feeling it.
Man, just the fact that he has that little pumpkin in the back, he's got like a fucking safe behind his bed.
I don't know why He didn't put the pumpkin in the safe.
No, the
Keep it
safe.
safe for next year.
No, the safe is where he keeps all the half-eaten yo-yos.
Someone gave him a toy. Someone gave him a toy yo-yo on trick or treat, and so he ate it.
He always starts a new yo-yo.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I think we're okay. I think we're
the most tolerant of that movie, which I find funny.
Goes for a second.
But anyways,
Oh god.
I've also heard people say this is
It's a
just
fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cup.
Of course it is.
people say this is just a it's like a clone of A New Hope, Star Wars A New Hope, which I've never really seen. But I
Which
would
I've never
say
seen.
that probably.
But remember, he's
is
got a
what-
video on his channel
Dude.
called "Why the Original Star Wars Movies Are Over."
I love how
Yeah,
he's gonna
he
give us
hasn't
his
even seen it.
perspective on whether or not it was a clone without having seen it.
Close to true, but they probably put enough things in there to where maybe it's just barely, different. And I think it was their way of just
Gotta
What a
pick out the earwax.
You're a helpful sentence. Oh my god.
trying to captivate.
Gotta pick his
the
nose
older
now.
Fans, try to bring them in. But The Last Jedi was a completely new movie, and so was Rogue One. So Disney, I think they were actually pretty smart in doing that. But I just have
It's like financial advice from Jared Genesis. That was a good corporate move. by
Disney gets the seal of approval from Jared
Yeah.
Genesis.
Ah.
to say though, when it comes to remakes and stuff like that, like, if a movie's good,
He hasn't talked about the fucking movie at all. Brother, hey, this is an 11-minute video. We're 4 minutes in, and he hasn't said a fucking word.
It's
about
always
the movie
it's always
yet.
thoughts that somehow relate to it. It's never the actual thing.
Oh boy,
I don't really.
that's like a Jared Genesis video is like a mystery box.
Hey, I mean, it goes in turn with the Force Awakens. J.J.
Yeah, it's-
Abrams loves those
The
mystery, boxes.
You never know where it's gonna go or lead.
It's like a box of Jareds. You never know what you're gonna get.
He went to Jared's.
Let's be perfectly honest. We really do not know what we're gonna get with these videos.
I haven't seen a lot of old Star Wars movies all the way through, because I felt like George Lucas was somewhat of a tryhard, and he turned his movies down.
Somewhat of a It's like, okay, he's about to deliver a criticism of the OT. It's like, we're ready. Let's go. And it's like, George Lucas is a tryhard.
The director's attitude.
What do you
Oh,
do
he
with
tried
that?
too hard to make good movies, so I'm not gonna watch them.
I have no idea what to make of that. He's a tryhard. Okay.
I was like, yeah, you tried hard.
He said himself that he wanted to make them like soap operas. And I think there's a time and place for everything. And when you try to make something like that a soap opera, it just gets kind of ridiculous.
You haven't
Not as
seen
ridiculous.
them. You haven't.
What?
Nothing's as ridiculous as this video, though.
I don't even know what to say. There's nothing to. There's like no foundation to build a response to.
He's trying too hard to make it a soap opera. I don't understand.
That's not to say that a movie can't have substance or story, but George Lucas
It's not to say that a movie can't have substance.
Just
Thanks.
not. Just not these movies, I guess.
was
Thank
a
you for your
tryhard, and
insight,
I think
Jared.
He's an extremely overrated movie film director. Sorry that he
The
has that.
screenshot.
I probably would enjoy these newer Star Wars films more.
Yeah, because they have less story and they tried less hard, I guess.
I don't have the nostalgia that a lot of people have, and that's another
You
thing.
never saw them.
When I was a kid, I didn't watch Star Wars movie. I thought it was weird. I actually was kind of creeped out by the stormtroopers. I thought they were scary. I didn't like Chewbacca.
They thought the stormtroopers are scary.
He like stopped watching it because the stormtroopers spooked him.
He started to play A New Hope, and Stormtroopers show
like,
up
what
like
is-
12 seconds in. So you're like,
What does that have to do? Hang on, how did you watch The Force Awakens during that? And also, how do you have this perspective that you try harder to make a soap opera when you were afraid of the Stormtroopers? I don't even understand at all.
He hasn't even talked about The Force Awakens yet.
He keeps finding
know-
ways to avoid talking about it.
You know, there's some people like me where I watched like Jurassic Park when I was like 4 years old, and that scared the shit out of me. But then you
Yeah.
have Jared, and he's scared by the stormtroopers.
A lot of people get butthurt on my channel, bro. Like, people can just, they cannot handle different opinions. I've learned that about the human race.
Jared Genesis, the philanthropist.
Dude, this is the beginnings of Jared response theory. This is it.
Dude, this definitely is the thinking, man.
It all began in Target, 1999.
There's something about humans and their brains. There's some kind of disconnect where they just simply can't handle people who think differently from them. And it's really so sad, but anyways, guys, I know I didn't really remove
Correct.
Why did you
correct,
title it
Jared.
that?
Yeah. Yeah, like remember after the you put in the title as it's rendering. You didn't have to call this The Force Awakens review.
I can just picture him debating Just Right, and then he's like, "Why do you watch the whole movie?" And Just Right's like, "What?"
He's like, Just Right is struggling to come up with an answer. He's like, I never thought about it. It's,
The
he,
one
he
opponent-
actually like changes Just Right's mind.
This is the one opponent that Jared or that Just Right can't break.
We'll see what happens with this next Star Wars movie. You know, it should be interesting because sorry, my nose itches so much.
just dig deep, man. It's like,
Can't you
1,000
just
good
cut?
times in,
Why
man.
can't you cut? He would have rendered this video. Why can't you cut? Can't you cut? Like, just cut.
Like, he's talking to the mirror as he's doing this. He's talking to the webcam. Like, you know that you're being watched, right?
I think I need to blow my nose, but.
What was he looking for? What was he looking for?
Something to
know.
blow his nose into.
He was like, "That's my." He saw his bed. And he thought about it. He fucking thought about it.
This guy is a treasure trove.
Maybe he was gonna sneeze, and he was thinking about sneezing onto his bed.
And don't get the wrong idea, folks. We would encourage subscribing. We would say
Yeah,
this
like
is one of the
legitimately, this is very
better
lit.
channels on
like
YouTube.
genuinely, if you can subscribe to him and just make sure that he keeps making videos.
Anyways, new Star
Dab
Wars
for your
movie.
nose.
Yeah, should be interesting. I have to say though that I really did enjoy that dude that fucking what's his name? The guy with the long hair.
Oh my god, I
think he's like-
didn't know his name.
Kylo?
I was gonna say, let's
So-
assume for his
so
benefit
they-
that this is Kylo he's talking about.
I think
So-
it could be Ray, but
Well, no,
I
he-
think that Ray's a dude.
He referred to Kylo as the guy with the long hair in the podcast we did, and that was 7 months after he posted this video. So
So he learned his name, is what you're saying.
he learned nothing.
He learned absolutely nothing. He's still going off memory.
Darth Vader's son. Or no, it's not. That's that's fucking Luke Skywalker.
Oh, I guess Luke did
Oh,
have
no,
long
he's
hair.
Harrison Ford's son. Han Solo.
That's like the thing the whole film runs on. That's like the center of the film.
He caught himself. He caught himself. Took him a while, but he remembered that Luke was Darth Vader's.
Or remember, he
That's right.
still thinks that Rey is the one that killed Han Solo in this movie.
That's true. I guess he's never been corrected.
The pause that is right now,
Review.
Oh my god.
the way it's paused right now would be in like one of those Renaissance paintings.
That's like a downward thrust title. It's like a downward thrust fucking. thumbnail.
Here's one: homosexuality and why it's a sin.
I would love to see that. Did the Holocaust really happen?
Dude, this man is a treasure trove.
Dude, the Holocaust one, it's been identified as inappropriate or offensive.
The guy's a really good actor. Whoever that guy is, he was also in The Last Jedi.
I would assume Kylo Ren would be.
Yes, because he didn't die in this one, and he's central to the plot. He will be in the sequel to the film.
It's not like he was in the trailer or anything.
He's also in the next one.
He was in Rogue One. I don't even remember.
Wait.
Finish that movie, Jedi. Maybe he was in Rogue One. I don't even remember. I haven't finished that movie yet.
I haven't finished it yet.
I haven't finished Rogue One. Review in progress. Also, Kylo Ren might be in it.
I'll probably be finishing Rogue One here pretty soon, and I'll go ahead and give you guys a review.
Well, it's been 7 months and he still hasn't finished that one. So
Yeah, it takes a lot of time to gather your thoughts. Okay. Watching Rags expose me. That's the thumbnail he went with. Of the 3 options presented, he felt like this was the best.
He's got the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So let's unpack this. All right, so he has used Q-tips.
is that a nail filer with tinfoil on top?
I think is that a popsicle stick?
Oh my god, why would you begin it that way?
He has his glasses. He has
Scissors,
a pair of
duct
scissors.
tape.
He has it's not even duct tape. It's like thin black masking tape or something. He has
Paperplate.
He has a crayon. He has a crayon.
Is that a pink highlighter back there?
It's probably. I think it was probably like a pink pen or pink
Is that
highlighter. Yeah.
is that the handle for a screwdriver? The red.
It might be.
It looks like a
hard to
small
tell.
screwdriver. He has so many just things.
But just the random.
I've never
just
seen
put
so many
dirty-
Q-tips on a desk before.
It's like they're used. Look, man.
They're yellow.
He was
They
just like, I'm too fucking lazy to not even like throw it away, but next time I get up, take them with me.
Next time I get...
Okay, now you're seeing what we're seeing. It's already perfect. Is that a skeleton in the
Why does he have a skeleton? Why does it look like part of the door has been burned?
Oh my god. Oh my god, Jared.
3 seconds.
I don't know if I can do it.
Okay.
We haven't heard him say a word.
Rags, did you have to...
All right. I just said that for a second. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's Punky J. What's going on, guys? No, it's not.
Okay.
Oh my god, he forgot his own new YouTube name.
Rags, he has a skeleton.
I know that somewhere underneath there's a skeleton. What's that on the wall behind
It's
him?
a skeleton.
Is it? Yeah, it is. It's got like fucking symbols on it. That's some black magic shit. There's symbols on the skeleton. I kind of want to take this like frame by frame. I want to see like what's behind him.
Hey, it's not Punky J anymore. My name's Jerry Genesis now. A few years ago, I'm the first one to admit I'm not the brightest bulb in the pack. And that never really bothered me though, because I know I got the swagger. And I was looking for...
Look how
Holy
big
shit,
this
look at
door
the
is.
Door.
I know.
Oh
it
my
looks like it was lit on
God.
fire.
No, you know why that's there, right?
Why?
It's because of his hand. He closes the door. He pulls it closed with his hand whenever he leaves or goes. And so you do that enough, and that's what your door will look like.
An Xbox One only costs $300.
Still overpriced. Let's be frank. Even if you have a good...
He's somewhat right.
He's somewhat right.
He's somewhat correct.
If I could go out and buy an Xbox One right now for $100, I would only do it just to resell it at its normal value.
That's shallow. That's really shallow.
That's shallow, Rex.
Hello, it's like I want to make $200.
Because it seems to me that Punky J would rather go to GameStop to buy a game used than spend $5 more and support the developer instead.
He's exactly right. And the reason is because of this.
I can plug it into it.
Okay, look. I know what he's gonna say on this shit, man. I need to go back there.
Countering his own argument.
It's like,
Anecdotal example. I used to have a boyfriend who would only...
Oh my god, he's a queer. That doesn't surprise me. I'm sorry. No offense, but it doesn't.
Oh my god!
Did he seriously just say that?
bigotry is so pure.
He's a queen.
Oh my god! That's amazing.
He sounded so disgusted.
Oh my god. We just gotta go forward and watch the next Jared video after this. I'm on like a Jared now.
Oh my god. Okay.
Surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me.
Okay. And he's a furry.
Take a laptop and plug it into a television.
His eyebrows are almost fucking parentheses.
Guys, an eyebrow that goes all the way down to your eye. That is a long eyebrow.
Like mine, jeez, wow. That's something else, man.
His eyebrows curve. They're like arrows.
Oh, some people are theorizing that maybe part of it was burnt off in the accident that took place. in the Jared law, there needs to be a section of the Jared law called the accident, and it's like really vague.
It's just, no, you have to just call it like the conflagration of 2017 or something.
Like conflagration. Have you seen all the Jared memes on Twitter?
Yes.
Oh
On
my
when,
god.
or where?
Hang on, I gotta show you guys
On
this one.
Twitter, they put his face on top of Kylo Ren.
I said he was like the.
Oh my god.
It looks like a fucking painting. It legit looks like a painting.
I told him he looked like he was in the Renaissance.
Put that on the stream.
Um,
Oh my god. Please tell me you retweeted that.
I had that chance yet.
I need to retweet that myself. That's beautiful. Oh my god.
Ugh. So beautiful.
That is the greatest.
That is legitimately impressive, and it actually does look like a painting.
Sorry, but I'm just looking at the chat and there's so many Jared memes. There's Jar Wars, Jared Binks, General Jarius,
Obi Jared Obi.
Social Jared Wookieers,
Social Jared years.
Obi Jared.
Jared Obi.
The dishonored Jared. Darth Genesis.
It's okay if Han didn't have an interest.
Jared Barker.
The thing is, I could believe Darth Genesis.
Can Jared be a gender? Jaredium Falcon, Moff Jared, Kylo Jared, the Jarlic Pit. Moss Jared, Spaceport, BB Jared, Django Jared,
Jarakin Sky Genesis.
Clear Gone Genesis.
New Hope
Jerican
isn't some
Sky-
legendary ship that he was always destined to have. It was piece of junk. Now those are reasons.
Jared
There we go.
Gnosis.
Jared General Juros.
So that I can eat bits of fucking chicken.
I'm sorry, but Jerican Sky Genesis. Jared the Hutt. Oh god.